There are no coloured attorneys in South Africa.
Sir, I was called to the bar in London and enrolled at the High Court of Chancery. I am, therefore, an attorney. And since I am, in your eyes, coloured, I think we can deduce that there is at least one coloured attorney in South Africa.
Smart bloody Kaffir. Throw him.
Just move your black ass back to third class, or I'll have you thrown over the next.
The life of Mohandas Gandhi is commemorated for many reasons. He famously led India to independence from British rule in the 1940s and opposed racial segregation in South Africa by pioneering non-violent civil disobedience. Gandhi is widely recognized as one of the greatest political and spiritual leaders of the 20th century, which earned him the title Mahatma, a title of love and respect that means great soul.
No marriage other than a Christian marriage is considered valid. Under this act, our wives and mothers are whores, and every man here is a bastard.
This 1982 biographical movie captures the transformation of a quiet and studious lawyer to the potent leader who we know today as Mahatma Gandhi. The movie also demonstrates the skillful ways in which he organized strikes and protests and used his knowledge of the law to attack the legitimacy of British rule in India and South Africa.
We must have the courage to take their anger.
Gandhi's philosophy bridged the gap between East and West. While he emphasized the communal obligations of individuals, a hallmark of many Eastern societies, his movement for independence was grounded in human rights derived from concepts of human dignity and freedom. He invoked such concepts powerfully to draw attention to the oppressive practices of the British in both India and South Africa.
Over the new
If you
civil
will excuse me, Your Excellency, it is our view that matters have gone beyond legislation. We think it is time you recognized that you are masters in someone else's home.
They killed my son. My boy. The Muslims killed my son.
Gandhi also advocated for women's rights, religious toleration, aid to the poor, and an end to the discriminatory practice of caste, the 3,000-year-old system that separates Hindus into distinct social classes.
A child whose mother and father have been killed. A little boy who bought this eye and raise him as your own. Only be sure that he is a Muslim and that you raise him as one.
Gandhi's contribution to the furthering of human rights in today's world is immeasurable because of his vast influence on the rest of the world. In fact, he was a source of inspiration for leaders of other human rights movements like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. It is a measure of the forces opposed to human rights that Gandhi, like Dr. King, paid with his life for his service to humanity. In his case, he was shot by a Hindu extremist who was angry at his calls for Hindus in India to forgive Muslims. Witnesses say that his last words were a prayer of thanksgiving to God.
Already late for prayers.
Oh, God.
Let us all be thankful for the heroic lives of such champions of freedom and human dignity, and let us endeavor to follow their examples in our time.